Hey, quick tip. If you're supposed to be a charity organization, maybe try not to take all the attention away from the charity and put it on yourself. Just a quick tip for you. The reason I'm mentioning this is Games Done Quick, which is a video game speedrunning marathon that holds a number of events throughout the year for charity, is in the news. For those maybe not in the know, speedrunning is like a race against the clock, where you try to see who can finish the game the fastest. It's a hugely popular hobby, and people have been tuning into this event for a long time, since its inception in 2010. There are games like The Legend of Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, The Lion King, Simba's Mighty Adventure, all the greatest hits. And you watch it and you raise money for charities like St. Jude's and Doctors Without Borders. What could be better? Watching video games for a good cause? I can stay on the couch and feel like I'm doing some good. But like most hobbies these days, it really didn't take too long for the radical left to infiltrate Games Done Quick speedrunning and twist it to their own ends. The most recent example of this leftist rot comes from the list of banned games at 2023's Games Done Quick events. Fans looking to watch the newest Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy, get the speedrun treatment, were disappointed to learn that not only was that game banned, but so was nearly every single game from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I mean, it's craziness because Hogwarts Legacy has attracted a mountain of negative attention already due to the supposed radical views of Harry Potter author and creator J.K. Rowling. Those radical views, by the way, are that men are men and women are women, and you can't just claim to be a woman because you feel like it. Totally crazy stuff, I know. Other games on the banned games list, by the way, include the massively popular Five Nights at Freddy's series, and that's all games from that series. The reason for that one is Scott Cawthon, who created the Five Nights at Freddy's series here. He committed the mortal sin of donating to Republican candidates during the 2020 election cycle, including that big, mean orange man himself, Donald Trump. Oh, terrible, terrible. Side note here, by the way, Cawthon also donated to then Democrat Tulsi Gabbard. But to the radical left, I think anything to the right of Lenin is basically a Republican anyway, so I don't know. So we have two video game series that are banned from a charity event based on the politics of the creators and not with the games themselves. Like, it's not like J.K. Rowling shows up in Hogwarts Legacy to tell the wizards not to go in the witch's room. Hilariously, there's a Games Done Quick event, by the way, called Femme Fatales that tries to spotlight female speedrunners, which is a demographic that is underrepresented in the community. It's a bunch of dudes pretending to be girls participating in it, so it kind of proves J.K. Rowling's point. But that's where Games Done Quick has really gone downhill. The politics is more important than the charity. Let's take another example from Games Done Quick's recent past. If your memory is longer than about 30 seconds, you'll remember that Governor Ron DeSantis in Florida has passed a number of legislation and a number of bills that are designed to protect children. The most recent amazing Games Done Quick was supposed to be in person in Florida, but due to those particular policies that the event organizers were whining about, including COVID-19 stuff and parental rights legislation, the event had to be moved online at cost to the organizers. Here's a quote. Given Florida's continued disregard for COVID-19's dangers, including anti-mandate vaccination policies, and an increased aggression towards LGBTQ+ individuals, including the law colloquially known as Don't Say Gay, we do not believe it is a safe place for our community at this time. Oh, come on. While the move to online will allow us to save some expenses, we still have considerable costs to recover. We are now looking to recover that money wherever possible, including with community support. I'm sorry, what does this have to do with charity? Oh, wait, it doesn't. It's another example to throw on the pile of things that leftists ruin with their identity politics obsessed nonsense. And the worst part is, it's starting to affect the bottom line. That is actually making money for kids with cancer and other really important charities. Following the announcement that Games Done Quick was banning Harry Potter and Five Nights at Freddy's games, the event has had to do massive damage control on their social media pages by deleting comments critical of the decision. They're also hemorrhaging followers. Followers, one might assume, were planning on donating money to the event and the charities, but who now might not. I mean, what are we doing here? That's the biggest shame. Because when Games Done Quick decides they want to be political, guess who suffers? It's not the speedrunners, it's not the gamers, it's not you, and it's not me. It's the charities. The group was making plenty of money before they decided to become leftist propagandists, too. Each event for Games Done Quick ran up at least $1 million for the kids with cancer, the humanitarian missions, or whatever. But now they're going to lose support, and they are losing support as people decide it's just not worth it to support a project that is clearly and insanely political. And that's a shame. Now, let's be fair here. To be fair to Games Done Quick, they have made lots of money for charity. Amazing Games Done Quick 2023 that happened last January raised almost $2.7 million for charity. Great, love it, awesome. But that's nearly $800,000 less than the year before when they were less political. Combine that with the negative reception to the blatantly political move to ban Harry Potter games, and it seems like we might even be looking at less money this year. Guys, Games Done Quick started as a way to combine two positive things, gaming and charity. And as the years have gone by, it seems like the gaming has taken a sideline to the politic. And the organization is now yet another mouthpiece for LGBT leftist ideology and other propaganda. Can we just have one thing, just one thing that isn't taken over by the radical left? I just want to game and help kids with cancer, man. I don't need somebody telling me I'm a bad guy for wanting to watch someone play a wizard game really, really fast.